And welcome back to the Daily Wrap. Does America have a fun deficit? Certainly not here. Here is former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton speaking at the American Camp Association, or the ACA conference in Atlantic City.
As I have gotten older, I have decided we really need camps for adults. And we need the kind of camps that you all run. I mean, really, where none of the serious stuff, none of the, life challenge stuff, more fun. I think we have a huge fun deficit in America.
Yep. You know what they call that place? It's called The Villages. Village. That's a fun camp.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, bring protection, but yes. Okay, Hillary, please continue.
We've become, in so many ways, a country that has slowly but surely figured out how to get along with more people from more backgrounds. But there are still differences that we need to get over. I said the other day at an event that we're much less racist, sexist, homophobic, all of those things. But we sure don't want to spend time with anybody who we disagree with politically.
That is completely not true. We somewhat like Rick. Back to Mrs. Clinton.
So, maybe mix it up a little bit. You can have the red cabin, the blue cabin, have to come together and actually listen to each other. Wouldn't that be a novel idea? And sort of create this, much more open dialogue opportunity, which I would like to see more of in our country.
That is easily one of the stranger speeches that I've ever heard.
It was a great speech.
Did you really? We'll talk about that in a moment. Anyway, much more open dialogue opportunity, sort of ironic considering Mrs. Clinton's email issues. Anyway, Heather, Hillary seems to be loosening up a little in this speech, as I said, just a touch odd. I know Rick loved it, but you go ahead.
But here's the thing, Joe. It's easy to have fun when you're a multimillionaire. When you're worried about putting food on the table and getting your kids to school, and the number one worry for the Americans is the economy, as we were talking about during the break, to have someone be so patronizing to say, oh, just have more fun, who is going to be running for the president, who hasn't come forward with a plan for any of the issues that Americans are interested in, to now just be saying that it's important to have more fun, I think is going to turn a lot of people off.
That's such a gross political answer. I once had trouble doing all of those things. I didn't always have money. And you know what? We still had a lot of fun in my family. So that's just so political shame. But that aside, how can that be a bad thing she just said? My entire career is testimony to my desire to see people talk to each other. I work at a conservative network. I write for a conservative newspaper. I'm all about hanging out with conservatives, and I like it because I like the conversations I get to have with people who don't agree with me. That's what she was sitting there asking us to do. What's to not like about that?
Rick, you're not running for president.
So what?
It's a totally different issue.
So
you
what?
can
Lisa,
and you
jump
know
in.
what? I mean, nothing says fun more than Hillary. She just screams
You've
fun.
never partied
She
with
just
her.
screams fun. And her husband knows how to have fun, but
partied
Hillary,
with him.
and I think that she was trying to, this was, well, like what Heather said, this was Hillary trying to be more approachable, more relatable. But not if it's not real.
Well,
and people can see through that. And the thing is this is her last paid speech, I think, before she probably announces.
Right.
So shouldn't she be talking about much more, maybe more serious issues, policy issues, and things that someone planning on running for president would be talking about?
But maybe in Atlantic
fun?
City, you don't want to be talking policy.
Yeah,
at that
can I
point,
ask a question of my friends here?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
My compatriots on the panel, be honest. If that was Carly Fiorina who made that same speech, would you be as troubled by it?
I think
She
I would
wouldn't
still
do it.
She probably
She would
wouldn't.
never do
And I
it.
would still
Why?
Never
question
do it because it's not what you want to see from your
But
president.
let's say
Why
she
not?
did.
She wouldn't. If she did,
So
I would be
presidents
surprised
can't be
and I would be
people too?
disappointed.
Presidents
Of
can't be
course
people
they can,
too.
but not when
And
you're
you know who
giving-
she was speaking to? Summer camp people.
Right, the
Right,
American
summer camp
Camping
people,
Association.
and she was invited there by the Nassau County Democratic.
But,
who owns,
she's talking to
chairman who owns
camping
a camp,
people. What's
camps.
wrong with telling them what they want to hear, which is we need more fun?
We need more
If you want a
camps,
president
And
who
by the
tells
way,
you-
she's right.
If you want a president who tells you what you want to hear, that's an option for
come
you. That's not the way I want to go.
Here's where I think
Come
she may
on.
have an issue, and I looked at this as objectively as I can. I swear to God, it comes across as phony.
Exactly.
I don't-
Exactly.
That's
we
'cause
don't
you have
believe
a-
it. No, because it just
No,
doesn't break.
If Romney did the same thing, I'd say, no, Mitt, don't
Okay,
do
I
that.
hear
When
that.
he said
I
that he
hear that.
watched Jersey Shore and Snooki was his favorite character,
We knew
he said
that.
that to Michael and the blonde.
Yeah, Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly.
You didn't
I'm
buy
like,
it.
no, I don't
But
buy
here's,
it.
here's
We're
what's
not buying that, right? I
here's
don't
what's
buy this.
interesting about it. I understand that's your perception. I get it. I do. I actually know that Hillary is. You're not going to believe me. She is a fun person.
And she has a
but
hard
it
time
doesn't come
portraying that.
through
It
very
doesn't.
well.
And
It
this doesn't come through
Okay.
probably for a lot
Rick,
of people.
one word answer. Best movie about summer camp ever.
Meatballs.
Correct. Not Meatballs 2, however.
No, Meatballs.
Right,
one.
but the one with Bill Murray,
Murray.
that was really just tremendous. Anyway, coming up next, it's Potluck Time. This is the Daily Wrap, only on Newsmax TV.